We'll give it a few minutes here. See who shows up. Good morning, America. Good morning. What do we got out there? We got one person. Good morning. Can you hear me on the audio okay? Let me know. Audio's good. Hey, Red. Hey, Phil. Can you hear me okay, Phil? If not, I can cut that big old fan I got over there. A little choppy. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Hang on. Hang on. All right. Let's see if this will help a little bit. So I cut the big fan I have over there that I have running. But anyway, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing good. Went to some family's house yesterday. Went swimming for a little bit. This will just be a short live thing, but this morning I'm going to go see Deadpool 2. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So I'm just kind of having some coffee and getting, I guess, awake in here. Have you seen Deadpool 2? I don't know if you watch movies or not, but the first one was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. So. Yeah, last night I was going to get on a chat. I don't know if you know Jay Thornton 64. He's one of my longtime YouTuber friends here, and can't wait to see this movie. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I was going to get on chat for a little bit last night, and I forgot that I didn't have the Hangouts application on my phone, so I couldn't. I didn't get his message, and I went ahead and installed it this morning because I thought if I get invited to a future one, I need to make sure I have that. Which I had it on my old phone, but I had switched phones or whatever. I got a new one and forgot to put it on there. So, do you have any plans this weekend, Phil? Anything going on for Memorial Day? I'm just kind of buying some time until I get a few more people on here, and then I'll throw one or two topics out there just to chat about real quick. It's been hot as hell over here. It's getting real hot here in Texas, where I'm at. Just the heat index is just going up. It feels like 100 every day, but I hate it. I hate the heat. I like the best days that we have here where I'm at is like March and April. Those are like the best months. Sometimes February, it's not too bad, depending if we have a late winter. But March and April are probably the best months here. Pretty cool. AC went out, so that sucks. We have to get that replaced. But that's just the responsibilities of being a homeowner, right? It's constant repairs on your house. You need to fix this and fix that, so forth. Let me see what you put. March, April, still snowing up here. Oh wow, yeah. I wish I could be. I wish it would stay cool, like high 70s, low 80s here year round. That would be awesome. I could deal with that. But once we get up to the 90s, man, it's just like forget it. It's too hot by then, and it makes it harder to want to get out and do things because when it's hot as hell during the day, yeah, the sun's out, but it just here in Texas, it's not just the heat, but it's the humidity also. Versus like Las Vegas, Nevada, it's just more of a dry heat there. Anyway, I'll go ahead and throw out the two subjects that I want to talk about since you are my only audience. And I appreciate you being out there. The others can they can catch this on the back end. But the first thing is that Coleon Noir, that's how you say his name. So I hadn't heard back from him yet on my video that I did yesterday. I probably won't, but that's okay. Uh, you know, you always try to make these good points as far as sounds like you always try to make these good points when you're doing these YouTube videos and make a logic sense, right? Even to other gun channels, even to like other YouTubers out there. And either A, they know it all and they don't want your 2 cents, or B, they don't care, or C, both. um, and that, to me, that's the sad part, is when you can't get other like-minded gun channels, gun enthusiasts, Second Amendment, to get on the same page and say, because it feels like everybody kind of has their own little agenda, right? These guys are into like ARs and 3-gun matches and so forth. These guys are into AKs and the militia. These guys are just average, your everyday go out to the range, shoot. These guys do sporting. These guys over here just do, hey Scott, these guys over here just do hunting and stuff. It's sad that you cannot get different gun channels, different gun enthusiasts, pro Second Amendment people on the same page. Because to be honest with you, if we could all join forces and be on the same page and have the same cause, I think we would make a better impact out there. But anyway, back to Coleon Noir. You try to make logic sense. You try to make logic sense to help him out and to say, hey, here's an idea. Okay, just reading your comments, Scott. But you hope that this won't be a long chat, guys, because I'm gonna go see a movie. As I was telling Phil Scott, I'm gonna go see Deadpool 2. So here in about another hour or less. But you try to help look at the whole gun topic, the whole gun issue is it's not what you see. It's not just your 2 cents. And I recommended to him to next time he gets a chance to go on a news broadcast, agree to it and say, hey, you know what? I agree to come on your Fox or CNN or your Chit Chat, whatever news media, and don't be condescending about it. Just say, hey, you know what? I'd be more than glad to be on there. Oh, hey, Uncle Dan, how you doing? We're talking about different gun channels. I'm going to recap real quick for Uncle Dan. We're talking about different gun channels, and if we could all be on the same page instead of you have all the different YouTubers out there, your Second Amendment militia people, your AR competition people, your hunting people, your sporting, your just everyday average shooter out there. If you could get all those people on the same page, I think would make a bigger impact in the gun community. Everybody sees things differently. Some people are like, nope, I'm not giving shit. I'm not giving nothing up. I'm keeping all my stuff. And instead of reason what you have to say. But I can probably tell you right now, I'm not really for giving up anything or more laws. But let me hear what you have to say. And I know I get beef for this logic of being able to sit down and say, let's have a logic conversation about the gun topics. But I haven't heard back from Coleon Noir, and I doubt I will. I sent it to his Twitter page too, and then I private message him, and I even shared it on one of the comments I had on his video. But you get people, you come across people. Can you see that flag behind me, guys? Right there, I just bought that yesterday. It's hanging up right over there, so that's why I keep looking at it, because it's kind of catching the glare in the sun. The stars are stitched on there; they're not like printed, so it has that little reflection of the sun. And it just keeps on glaring, catching my eye here. But the thing is that I wasn't say you try to reach out to those guys, and they they know it all, right? They know they know more than you. They're here. You're here as a small YouTube gun channel. They don't need your 2 cents, right? But instead of looking and say, "Hey, let me hear what this guy has to say," he's obviously he's into guns. He's a Second Amendment guy. Um, obviously he's for guns. If he owns guns, he's talking about. Let me hear what he has to say. Uh, but anyway, the other thing I want to talk about before I run out of time here is the school shootings, and that is that again, race. Just the other day, we had one in Indiana. A student going to this school and shoot a teacher and another student. And here's the thing: we got to start focusing on the actual shooter themselves, the actual individual who pulled that trigger, the individual who decided to steal their parents' guns, all right, which is a crime, make a decision to go to the school with a firearm or firearms, and third, make a decision to actually go through with the plan and pull the trigger. Start focusing on individuals and not the actual gun itself. If we had that same concept every time a drunk driver killed somebody, nobody would have cars. We'd all be carless. They said, we're just going to ban cars. Everybody's going to take a bicycle, take a train, take a taxi, whatever. You cannot own a vehicle because too many people are using it in a bad manner. How many times has there been an accident where someone gets killed? Drunk driver, someone that's not supposed to be driving, and so forth. If we followed that same concept with cars, nobody would be driving. So, and I made my points on the video with Coleon Noir. I wish he changed his name. Have a normal name, dude. But I get it. It's for superstardom, YouTube, glitz and glamour, whatever. It's cool, Let me read some of the comments here real quick. It's too big for his britches. Yeah, Uncle Dan, I kind of sense that. It's all about. It's not showmanship. It's more just, hey, look at me. I'm superstar now. You have channels like the ones that we're sub to, Go to Boy, Pops Quest, and many, many, many. Rick is your six covered. Might as well be. All these channels that are just local guys that you can actually conversate with. You get to a status like Coleon Noir, and it's like he's untouchable. You can't reach out and communicate with the guy, or at least have a conversation. Say, hey, you know what? I'm a fellow Texan. I live here in Texas. You live in Texas. We're both own firearms. You're more of a gun guy than me because you have more access and have shot more firearms. But hey, let's sit down and have a conversation. Let's talk about new ways to reach other people out there. But back to the school shooting, and that is, I think that we need to, as a society, is focus on getting back to basics, getting back to talking to our kids, explaining the whole thing about guns. I'm going to go see Deadpool this morning with my wife. And, people talk about guns and protests, but yet guns are in movies. Every other movie that's out there. There's some action movie, a cop movie, a military movie. Those have guns. Can you imagine if they went after movies as well and video games? People would have an uproar. Oh, well, it's fake. It's not real. Yeah, but you're putting it in the mind of people. How about that? I'm not saying I'm for that. I'm just using that as an example again to say, how can you justify taking a tool away from individuals, but yet you put that imagination, that concept of you can go around and shooting people in a military game or a video game, or you can see it on TV and be like, oh, that looks so cool. I wish I could shoot that gun. It's like you're putting in their mind. But everyone knows, most people with common sense knows, it's just a movie. It's just it's Hollywood. In reality, shit is a lot real than that. But we go for entertainment. Just like when I go to the gun range, I go for entertainment to shoot some targets. in real life, shooting someone would be on a whole different level. I understand that, but I also know it's a tool for that if I ever have to use it, and God forbid I do, that it's a tool that could help save my life, help save my family's life. Again, it's using common sense. Let me read the comments here. Let it feel okay. Right on. Blame the criminals, not the tools. Yep. Let it feel. It'll all start with fake boots. Yep. Shooting Hollywood glorifies guns, then bashes us. Exactly, Uncle Dan. Exactly. Don't forget fake news. Yep. Smoking locusts. Uh, yes, I agree. Shh, Max. So anyway, gonna shut this down here in a few minutes, but I wanted to say, I hope you guys out there all have a happy Memorial Day for all you people that have served in the armed forces. Thank you for your service. Uh, I wish I had the opportunity to have served. Life didn't take me in that direction. I always wanted to. There's a lot of honor behind that flag you see in the mirror. It's actually hanging right there. I just bought that, but I needed a flag to hang up. So anyway, gonna run around, do some stuff, go to the movies, maybe go to the water park, and just spend time with my wife. And then tomorrow, just hang out, maybe barbecue, and sit here on the back patio and listen to some music, some country music, and have a couple of beers and just chill and relax and enjoy this weekend. Shh, Max. All right, guys, you have a good one. Be safe out there. Keep and stay on the right path, and don't lose sight of. I know things get frustrating out there with people, and you know, some people just don't listen to reason. Real quick. Um, I have a sister-in-law, always bashing Trump, always bashing. You know, just bash, bash, bash. And I always think to myself, you know, as much as you bash Republicans, and you say, you know, dealing with a Republican is like knocking through rock on someone's head. You just can't get through with them. The Republicans feel the same way about the Democrats, you know, and that is just that, you know, they just don't listen to reason. But in fairness, you can't say that every person out there, whether they're left or right, is so stubborn and hard headed and dull and has no common sense, because the majority of the Americans voted for Trump. The majority of Americans that you work around or a different party, you're calling them stupid. You're calling them idiots, which includes your family members, your coworkers, your people in your neighborhood. Uh, you know, the loss of respect of accepting each and everyone's ability to vote on what they best decide that they want to do, and respecting, hey, you shoot ARs and I hate ARs. You know, you shoot 20 gauge and I shoot 12 gauge. Well, you know, you suck. Respecting everyone's choice to make a decision. That's what makes America great. Not being one sided, not saying, oh, you suck, I'm better, I'm right, you're wrong, and so forth. Everyone has a right to make a decision. And I can respect if you vote left or you vote right. If you're for guns or not against guns, I respect that. Just don't take away my ability to own a firearm. Let me read your comments real quick. Top of the morning. Hey, High Desert. Everyone believes that they will believe. Let's go crazy. Yes, they do, Scott, and it just kills me. It drives me crazy, but you can't get through. Man, I'm sitting here scratching my head, and I'm thinking, my sister-in-law who posts that, I'm just like, do you realize that that is you? Do you realize that you are that same individual that you're saying about the other side? It just kills me. It's like you just can't get through, man. They're just determined to take down Trump. We're all people, dude, regardless of affiliation. Bring back the respect. Exactly, smoking. I agree. You know, and that's the concept, is that there is no righteous path. There is no right way to do things. That's why we have a democracy to vote, a democracy to decide what you want to eat, where you want to live, what car you want to drive, what kind of firearm you want to buy. whether you want a firearm or not. Uh, there's a lot of things that people do in this world that I don't like or agree or want to be affiliated with, but I respect them as a person. Says, you know what? If you want to do that shit over there and you're on your side of the table, or you're on your side of the room, or you're on your side of the country, it doesn't impact me. You do what you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. I'm okay with that. And you just can't live in a one world order where this is the way I want everyone else to live because I live this way. That's not right. And when you lose that concept and you can say, hey, you know what, everyone just live in peace. Don't mess with me. I won't mess with you. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. As long as what I'm doing doesn't impact you or affect you, and vice versa, we can live in peace. That's why everybody comes to America. All right, guys, I got to run. Got to go inside and wash up. You have a great day. God bless you. God bless this country. America. America. So anyway, you guys take care. And, you're all like family out there to me. And I appreciate you. And the small channel that I have, best guys out there. So have a good one. Red October is out. Uncle Dan is out. All right, guys. Bye.